Hello everybody, and welcome back to the channel. This is episode 7 of my weekly income investing journey. Real contributions, real trades, and this week, real volatility. Let's go into what happened. So, as you can see in my portfolio, I'm down about 0.69% this week. It's not that bad considering how choppy everything was, but we'll go into more detail as we continue with this presentation. As always, we started the week with my consistent $75 contribution. I wish I could contribute more, but unfortunately at this stage of my journey, I can't. As always, no matter what the market does, the contributions don't stop. The consistency for me, it's more important than any short-term price movement. In terms of buys and sell, as we mentioned last week, I bought my Shopify exposure. I think we got rid of 5 shares that I had of Shopify, which is pretty good that I did it because it definitely continued to tank throughout the week. And I also got rid of my 10 shares of Tesla. And the reason why I got rid of them is because I bought some shares of HHIS that does include Tesla. And this is part of my my intention to reduce overlap, and then obviously my goal at this stage is to have fewer moving parts to give me better clarity and a stronger alignment with my income strategy. From the buy perspective, I bought 13 shares of HHIS. I bought 1 share of CPCC and 1 share of HPYB and HPYE. HHIS is becoming one of my core positions, and they're both HPYB and HPYE is to continue strengthening my income layer. CPCC is just to keep my copper exposure, which I believe is a long-term play. I'm still very bullish in metals, both silver, gold, and copper. And I know that silver and gold this week have suffered, particularly silver, which is becoming incredible that we see drops of like 10% up, 10% down, pretty much on a weekly basis these days. There's a lot of shenanigans going on in silver. In terms of the portfolio performance, just as I showed you at the beginning of the video, you can see that my portfolio, it's now year to date at minus 2.62%. It was minus 2.02%, so that's a 0.60% difference compared to last week on the negative. Honestly, I don't think it's that bad. If we take a look at considering how volatile the broader markets have been, we have, for example, the S&P 500, which dropped 1.4% last week, and the Nasdaq, which dropped 2.5%, right? For me, it's short-term volatility, still long-term plan intact. So what worked and what didn't? Obviously, let's look at the performance highlights, right? So the winners, metals were the winners. Last week we had gold that went up 0.5%, and then we have silver that went up 8.16%. I have to say GLCL really continues to hold up very well. Even though, it's unbelievable what's going out there with metals and how volatile they are. Biggest loser, it doesn't come as a surprise, is AVGY. Nothing catastrophic, just normal rotation and pressures across the market, right? So what's coming next week? All right, so next week we have obviously the second round of distributions for the bi-weekly stocks, which I believe are due on the 20th of January. Obviously, it means more capital coming in, then we're going to be able to reinvest it. In terms of the strategy, nothing has changed. We're going to keep the weekly contributions steady. We're going to streamline the portfolio whenever it's needed. We're going to reinvest everything we get in. We're going to try to reduce duplication. This is still a little bit there, but so far so good. And definitely we're going to keep on focusing on sustainable income. As you know, my motto is income first, growth second, patience always. And this wraps up episode 7. Hopefully you've liked what you've seen, and if you're following along in this journey, please let me know in the comments, how did you handle last week? If you like, please do not hesitate to subscribe and hit the like button. We're trying to reach 100 subscribers by the end of the year. Thank you so much. Happy St. Valentine's Day. I'll see you all in episode 8. Thank you so much. Bye-bye now.